This is the WLtoys V272, also known as the Skylark. This is this small box actually is the bind and fly version. It assumes that you already have control. This one does not come with a control. I actually purchased before this the ready to fly version that came with control for the 272, and that's what it looks like here. Shipping came in very fast. The item was great. You have to charge out of the box. I'm going to do a quick unboxing for you so you can kind of get an idea of what does it come with. I also took advantage and purchased a protector, little upgrade protection kit. It's kind of nice so if you don't want to bump it into the walls, even though these it does bring extra props. You know, accidents happen, so it's a pretty good thing. I'm going to go ahead and move over and unbox this thing for you real quick. Here's the box. It's exactly how it comes. Alright, let's open her up. Has a little box inside of a box. Let's go ahead and move this over. Then it has a internal battery. Looks like a 3.7 volt, possibly either 100 mAh or 110 mAh. These newer versions that are coming out now appear to have the bigger battery, unlike the older versions where the battery was only up to here. This is the much larger battery that goes from edge to edge, so it's a lot more snug, and I think you get 3.5 minutes of flight time, because you know, a lot of times I flew it. So let's go ahead and pop this open over here. Little tight, good packing. Let me open it on both sides. So it does come in a little retail box, which is kind of nice. Even though it's a bind and fly version, this one, it actually comes in a nice little retail package, not just thrown together in a little box. So it brings a USB charger, battery, which is installed in the on the quad itself. Nice little USB charger, and spare props depending on the color you choose. I know it comes in green. I've seen the red and black version, and I think they have a green and they have a yellow version, black and red version. They have a green version. So, okay, let's take her out. This box is very well put together, so recommend taking it apart to get to the bottom, so you can pull it out and not damage it. Right out of the box, these come with like 50% battery. I recommend don't just fly it out of the box. You know, connect it, give it a full charge. Charge time is only about 15 minutes, give or take maybe 20 minutes the first time. But it's great. I mean, the charge time is very, very good. Flight time is only about 3 minutes to 3.5 minutes with these new batteries. But you know, if you have 2 or 3 of these, you can just pretty much just continue charge and go, charge and go, charge and go, and you know, have fun all day long, which are pretty good. And like I have mentioned before, these V272s, these little small quadcopters, are great for flying outdoors. They're great for flying in the wind. I'm not gonna put this on yet. I'm gonna fly it as is right now, and then when I take it to an indoor flight, I'll put the protector on. So this is pretty much, I mean, this does not come with the pack. I bought this additional, which was very, very good price. And this was, this how it comes here. So since I already own the control, I'm going to go ahead and bind it up real quick and give it a test ride. This is right out of the box with the factory charge. Like I said, usually about 50%, but I recommend getting a full charge. So let me go ahead and turn it on here in the bottom. Turn on my remote. Quick bind. Lights off, lights on. Slowly accelerate a little bit. Front motor's cranking up. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and just put it to 100% mode. These modes on the control really control not the speed of how the propeller moves, but how much does it bank or move. So for instance, at 40%, when you tilt it forward, it's going to bank about this much. At 100%, it's going to give it a good bank. So that'll allow you to go faster forward or faster sideways. If you want to be indoors or just keep it smooth, you keep it at 40%, going from here all the way to here is only going to move like this. Versus 100%, when you move to here, it's going to move and sway like this. So depending on how you use it, and you want to conserve a little more battery, turn off the LEDs in the back outside. Outdoors, this is great as well. It's pretty bright, it's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little flight. Hopefully you can see it here. And here we go. Right out of the box. Ooh, I like the little scream. Now, this could probably be a little hard to see out here because it's semi-bright, but let me bring it in here. Try this. I'm going to hover a little bit next to me. It's a great indoor and outdoor toy. You know, the quad behaves very well. The responding is good, especially at high speed, like I have it at now. You know, it's very, very fast. I'm going to go ahead and bank it across the street and bank it right back. As you can see, it responds very well, even though it's a little windy outside. So it flies pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead really quick here. Oh, and then the control, besides the front and back and side by side, you know, you can make it spin. See, it banks very, very well. Actually flies a lot better than some larger quadcopters, believe it or not. So it's a very, very, very good little nano quad. It's very windy, so what I'm going to do is just to show you the difference. I'm going to switch over to 40%, and you'll see that right there is full left. See how slow it moves? And that's full right. You see, it takes a lot of, but it takes a lot of turning on the controller to make it turn at 40%, because it only allows you to do a 40% reaction. But it's a smoother turn, you know. If you're not too good with controls and the reaction time and you don't want it to wobble around, you can fly it at 40%. And I'm going to switch it back to 100, and you'll see like the bank is hard. You see? I prefer flying it at 100 because I like having the control. That must have came full charged. Still lasting for a while. Impressive. Like I said, if you see the breeze moving around, the trees are flapping everywhere, you know, and yeah, I'm controlling it. It's not crashing. I mean, the wind is taking it here and there, but I'm actually able to fly. It's not like I have to stay indoors with it, you know. I mean, in some of these windy days, I wouldn't even fly my larger quadcopter because it's just not fun. You're spending most of the time fighting the wind, versus this little guy here where, you know, he's all over the place. Oops, hit myself. Ouch. Now, I'm going to show you something that's pretty neat with these guys. They have a built-in gyro. They have a 6-axis gyro, actually. I'm holding it upside down right now. I'm going to just go ahead and toss it in the air upside down. It's supposed to turn itself and fix itself automatically. And it's windy and gusty, so bear with me here. There it is. Woohoo! Went too far. I knew that breeze was going to catch it. Where'd it go? Come on, where are you? Wow, it's so small. Don't tell me I lost it already. Let me turn the lights on. Come on, where did you land? Oh, come on, I saw it land right here. I don't want to step on it. It's bright yellow. I should be able to see it pretty easy. I doubt it flew inside. Oh, there it is. Wow, it bounced pretty far. They're pretty sturdy. They take a licking. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it back up. This time I'm going to fly it in the opposite direction. Against the wind is what I should have done instead of with the wind. Second toss. There we go. Come on. There we go. Well, we experienced a flight, an unboxing, and a crash. So I think that's a pretty good full review of what it can do here. There you go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put on the little protector and give you a little sneak peek of what it looks like. Go ahead and do a nice little soft landing with this wind. Yay! Alright, here we go. V272 from WLtoys. Very fast, very sleek, very micro. Fits in the little window of your remote control. Alright, I want to go ahead and install the little arm for you and give you a sneak peek of what it looks like with the protector. Installing the protector. As you can see here, especially by the picture, the protector goes in here, not at the bottom. And as you can see, the protector has like a couple of little wedges here. And these little motors have these little square markings on all the edges. So what you want to make sure is that all the motors are locked into place. If they're like off to the side, just straighten them up. They should lock right in. Just turn them all counterclockwise. Clockwise, and they should be locked in place. First step to install this is to pull out the propellers. There's no screws. This is all pressure based. You can just kind of snap it off. Now be very, very careful, because these propellers have to go on. Because some of these are clockwise and some are counterclockwise. So what I usually do is put one here, and then the two in the back. So we keep them in the same order we took them out. So we put them back in the same way. Because if not, it's going to fly weird and you're going to wonder why. Step in there. Same thing with replacing a broken prop. If you're going to replace them all, make sure you put them back in the same direction. Okay, I was holding this one last, so this was the right rear. That's the front. So again, make sure you keep the correct orientation when doing this. Alright, so I'm going to snap this in. Goes in pretty smooth. You know, it's going to protect it, so let's go ahead and put these on. I should only have about maybe 30 to 45 seconds of battery left, because I just flew it right now. So I'll just give it a quick flight and then put it to recharge and go outside and have some fun again. Alright, as you saw, fairly easy to install. Pretty straightforward. It looks kind of cool. Alright, let me turn it back on and give it a quick flight. Same as before, turn on. Bind it. It helped. I was able to hold it. Alright. There we go. Actually, it's a little easier to see with this little, should have got like a neon green one or something, but it's a little easier to see with you. Woohoo! Yeah, it feels a little heavier flying with it, and the wind actually pushes a little more, so this protector might be better for indoors than outdoors. Now my battery, keep in mind my battery is low, but it's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. Actually looks a little bigger. It's not as nano, but I'm feeling more the wind pulling it than I did when it didn't have a protector on it. So when now there's more resistance against the wind on this one. It does feel heavier on the flight, but at the same time you're gonna feel a little safer when crashing it, and when flying it indoors, if you bump it against the walls, you won't damage the little props, you know. But also, since it's a little heavier, it's probably gonna be a little easier to control. Well, yeah. Indoor test with the protector. I went ahead and gave it a full charge, and I'm gonna go ahead and test it inside. Inside I'm going to do 60% on the bank, and I'm going to go ahead and slowly accelerate. Now, since the protector makes it slightly heavier, it makes it a little easier to fly indoors. you can actually fly a little softer and fly smoother, and that's, you know, not slap too much around the places there. And again, 40 would be good, but in my case I like to have a little control, so I keep it at 60. There you go. So that's actually very, very, very stable for indoors. Now the air conditioner is on, so every now and then you'll see like a little jiggle there when it passes under the AC vents. That's cool. You see, I'm not even touching the control. It's like almost flying itself right now. Just banking around a little bit. Okay, here. You see, right here I'm moving. My finger's moving a lot, and it's not banking too much, so that might be great for starters and flying indoors where it's a smooth, soft, and if you don't have the, if you're not used to high-speed controls, which is great, you can kind of bank it left and right. Man, I should turn off the air conditioner, see if this thing flies by itself. And again, you see, I'm letting it go, and it's just moving towards me a little bit. Now with these controls, I can actually choose to trim it forward, so it kind of, see, it's flying itself. And again, that little jiggle is the AC. Now, if you have this control, these little buttons here are the trims. If you see that you're flying in normal and it's pulling too much left, pulling too much right when you let go of the control, you can actually, in this case, I click it upwards, and if I take off here, it's gonna just jump forward. So what you normally do is you leave everything at 0 with the points in the middle, and then if you see you take off a little bit, straight up, and it's kind of pulling back a little bit, how he's doing there. See how he's moving back a little bit? I'll go ahead and go move it up 1, maybe 2, and then try it again. Now it's going forward, so 2 was too much. Go back 1. Now I'll try to do a slow takeoff. There you go. See, it's a little smoother there. And it's less finger work on the control when you trim it out, you know. A lot of these micro quadcopters don't have the advanced control that this one has, where you can actually trim it. You have to, you know, pretty much as is, and you're stuck. So I do like the control that you can trim it with these here. And see? And again, what's pushing it is the air conditioner. The vent is still on. But yeah, it's a lot of indoor fun here. Acceleration is the left, the right controls banking, forward and backwards, then high and low. And then if you go, if you're mid or you're any point and you go lift this way and this way, it spins. I'll show you. I'm holding a left there, so I'm doing a left spin. See? So if you don't just want to go back and forth, you kind of want to swish around and spin directions. Yeah, you can do that. Again, this was the WLtoys 272. Oops. It comes in this little box named the Skylark 4-channel from WLtoys. It, like I said, it has a 6-axis gyro. It has a lot of self-correcting. You can launch it pretty much once you bind it on a flat surface. You can launch it from your hand and make it take off. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty straightforward. It's nice. It's fun to fly. A lot of fun to fly. You know. And if you want to keep the little box for, you know, safety, like your packaging, if you want to take it out somewhere and not worry about damaging it, you know, even with the protector installed, it still fits back in its original little box. So I recommend keep the box. You know, it's a nice, a very nice retail box that it comes with. And if you go on trips or something, you don't have to worry about it getting crushed or damaged. You know, it's protected in there. You know, so And again, extra props, and remember when changing the props, change them out one at a time and we can go from there. And they do come in different colors. And the box actually shows a picture of the green ones, if you can see there. So they're all good, no matter what color you use, they're all nice. They're all great, they're all a lot of fun. So have fun and enjoy.